It's exhibition time here at the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Ali Carter to break.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Great opening red.
One.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket. Excellent pot.
Really impressive cueing.
7.
Aiming for the right centre here.
8.
That's an unforced error.
Ali Carter, 8.
He'll be fuming about that.
1. Ian Burns, 1. One.
Pace is very important.
8. Nine. 14.
The fact that he's forced to use the rest makes this a little trickier.
He's played that very well with the rest.
15.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
That's a top shot. Well played.
Great cueing.
20. 21.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. What a beauty.
And the cue ball has finished very nicely.
26. 27.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket. He won't be happy with that.
30.
He's just looking to drop this in gently. Oh, what a shot! Unbelievable!
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
That was no more than a half chance, but he made it look simple. Great stuff.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
38.
So, this pot into the right corner. What a top shot that is.
He's playing very well here.
44.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. That's a great pot.
Excellent cueing.
45.
He's looking for the pot into the right middle.
51.
Just the red needed here.
Down it goes.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
52.
Nice position on the black.
60. 67.
Gently does it.
68.
Playing for the middle pocket. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
74.
He really needs to be mindful of pace here. Doesn't want to overhit this. That hasn't really worked out at all.
Foul. Ali Carter, 74. Ian Burns, 4. Free ball.
He could leave his opponent on if he doesn't control the cue ball. That's a pretty poor attempt.
Foul. Ian Burns, 4. Free ball.
He'll be conscious of not overhitting this. Pace is key. Not really the result he was after.
Foul. Ian Burns, 4. Frame conceded. Frame, Ali Carter.
That's the frame in the bag.
Thank you. The second frame. Ian Burns to break.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power. He would have hoped for a better split there.
1.
He's playing the pot here. What a pot! Amazing!
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
4.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
Excellent. Great technique. Superb cueing.
5.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
That's a great split. He'll be unlucky if he's not anything here.
11. $12.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
Good split. That's really opened the table up here.
18. $19.
This isn't easy.
Beautiful.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
25.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. In it goes.
Simply wonderful.
26. $31.
He's taking the red on. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
32. 38.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. What a great pot.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
39. 46. 47.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
What a wonderful pot.
52.
Nicely positioned for the yellow here.
54.
Tricky pot coming up.
He's missed the pot.
Ali Carter, 54.
He fancies this red. Close, but not quite.
One.
This pink required. No problem there.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
7. Eight.
He's playing this into the right centre pocket.
He's played that very well.
14.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
15. 22. 23. 30.
So, this pot into the right corner. That's a beauty.
31.
Long pot Right up his street. Excellent shot.
36.
Just the colours now.
$38.
He's taking it on.
$41.
This is no gimme. Impressive shot with the rest.
45.
He'll need to strike the cue ball very true here.
Strokes it in.
50.
He's playing for the right corner here.
$56.
Playing this with plenty of power. What a clearance that was. Superb.
63. And the frame, Ali Carter.
Well played to take that frame.
That's extended his lead, and this will be worrying for his opponent.
Yes, this is a great opportunity. Lots of power on this shot. Not a great split.
1.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
That's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy at all.
3. Four. Ten.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Brilliant shot.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
11.
He's taking this on. That's an excellent pot.
Great cueing there.
15.
Playing this with plenty of power.
16.
A delicate touch required here.
23.
This isn't easy.
Great shot.
He's left that a little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
24.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
That's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
28.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Really bad miss.
Ali Carter, 28.
He'll be looking to get back into the frame here.
1.
Tremendous pot.
4. 5. 11.
'Tremendous shot.
12. 16. 16.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
1.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. What a pot that is! Goodness me, that's a real cracker.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
8. 9. 16. 17.
'He'll play this with plenty of power.
23.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Beautifully done.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
24.
He's playing for the right corner here.
30.
He's taking this on. What a top shot that is.
Excellent positional play there. Inch perfect.
31.
Black ball required. No issues there.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
38. 39. 46.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
47. 54. Ali Carter, 54. Frame conceded. Frame, Ali Carter.
And now the frame is his.
Thank you, the fourth frame. Jim Burns to break.
Lots of power on this shot.
One.
The rest makes this a little more difficult.
That's well played with the rest.
8. Ninth. Sixteen.
Looking to play this softly.
17.
Playing this with plenty of power.
$24.
So, the long red to the corner pocket. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
25.
Half a chance here. Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
Position looks pretty good to me.
32.
He's aiming for the left corner here. No problem there.
What a wonderful pot.
33.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
$40.
He's lining up the long red to the corner here. What a pot that is! Goodness me, that's a real cracker.
41.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$48.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. And in it goes.
Wonderful shot.
49. $56.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
$57. $61.
This really is tricky.
Fabulous pot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
62.
Playing this with a lot of power.
$67.
So, just the red required here.
And in it goes.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
68. $75.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
Fantastic recovery shot.
76.
No issues there.
$83. $84. $91.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket.
$92.
So, this pot into the right corner.
$94.
Looking to run this along the cushion.
That's a really good recovery shot he's played there.
$95.
Fantastic century. Brilliant.
$102.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
$103.
Nicely onto the colour.
$110.
Just the colours remaining.
$112. $115.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
$119.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt. Played with real power. Great cueing.
$124.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. That's a beauty.
$130.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Great clearance. He'll be thrilled with that.
$137. And the frame, Ali Carter.
And that is the frame. Well played.
Thank you, the fifth frame, Ali Carter to break.
This safety would be a test of his skills.
He's played that poorly.
Pace is critical here.
One. Seven. Eight.
Well played.
13. 14. 19. 20. 25.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
26. 33. 33. 1. 7.
'Well, he's taking it on. Brilliant. What a magnificent pot.
8. 11.
'Lots of power on this shot. The yellow is on.
12.
'Yeah, played it well.
14. 15. 21.
Tricky pot coming up. Impressive shot with the rest.
22.
He's going for the left corner pocket. Nicely done.
28.
'He's taking it on. Brilliant! What a magnificent pot.
29. 31. 32.
He's going for the right centre pocket here. Great shot.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
38. $39.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. Outstanding pot. That's right out of the top drawer.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
Tremendous pot. Brilliant.
He couldn't have played that any better.
43.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on.
Great technique, superb cueing.
48.
Playing this with plenty of power.
$49. $54.
Just the colours left now. That's a top shot.
Wonderful pot, outstanding effort.
56.
No way back into this frame for his opponent now.
59.
Well, this is a challenging shot along the cushion.
$63.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here. In it goes! What a shot!
68.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
$74.
He's taking it on. That completes a brilliant clearance. Very impressive.
81. And the frame, Ali Carter.
That is the frame.
Thank you. The sixth frame, in Burns to break.
Playing this with a lot of power.
One.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power. Would you believe it?
8.
Well, he's given away the foul.
Foul and a miss. Ali Carter, 8. Ian Burns, 4.
High quality play here. He's found some form, that's for sure.
1. In Burns, 1. One.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it. Another trademark crunching long pot.
3.
Pace is key. Would you believe it? Unforced error. I'm not sure what happened there.
Ali Carter, 3. 1. Eight. 9. 16. 16. 1.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Six.
That's a shocker.
Ali Carter, 6.
Lots of power on this shot. That split is not bad at all. Great opportunity.
1.
He's going for the left corner pocket. Well, an excellent pot.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
6.
Lots of power on this shot.
Seven.
Perfect cueing required for this shot.
That's a great demonstration of his cue power.
12.
Looking to play this softly.
13.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. What a wonderful pot.
Position looks pretty good to me.
18. 19. 26. 27.
'Playing this with a lot of power. Not the shot he was aiming for there. He really needs to tighten up on his positional play.
29.
Not what he intended at all. That's a poor shot.
Ali Carter, 29.
What a top pot that was.
1. 3. 4. 7.
'Well, not perfect position.
8. 14. 15. 22.
'He's on the green.
24.
Well, not the shot he was aiming for there.
27. Ian Burns, 27.
This is tough.
No, not this time. Now, can he drop this into the right corner? Down it goes.
He's lost the cue ball a touch here.
4.
Unbelievable pot.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
15.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
.22. And the frame, Ali Carter.
And that is the frame.
Thank you, the 7th frame, Ali Carter to break.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power. Impressive opening red.
One.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. That hasn't really worked out at all.
8.
That foul will really annoy him.
Foul and a miss. Ali Carter, 8. Ian Burns, 4.
Well, he's got it. Great shot. He's got to be careful not to underhit this.
Touching ball. Touching ball.
So he's looking to play safe again. This is fascinating.
Touching ball. Touching ball. Touching ball. Touching ball. Touching ball. Touching ball.
Playing this with plenty of power. That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
One. Eight.
He's looking at the pot into the left middle.
Nine.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
That's just magnificent.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
14.15.
Tough shot coming up.
Beautiful pot.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
20. $21.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. Down it goes.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
26.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
$27.
He's taking this on. And what a beauty he's picked up there. Half a chance and he's grabbed it with both hands.
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
$34. $41.
A delicate touch required here.
Position looks good for a colour.
42. $49.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
50. $57.
He's taking on the long red to the corner. Tremendous pot.
58.
important pot here. So close, but he's missed it. That'll annoy him.
Ali Carter, 58.
The rest makes this a little more difficult.
This is a critical shot here. What a beautiful pot that is.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
1.
This should be straightforward enough.
Eight. Nine.
I can't see any problems here.
16.
This is a half chance. What a top pot that was.
$17.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on. What a great demonstration of cue power.
22.
Well, he's taking the red on. He's played that very well with the rest.
23.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here. Stroked it in. Great shot.
28.
This is a tricky one along the cushion. That's well played with the rest.
29.
Tough shot coming up.
Ali Carter, 29. Frame conceded. Frame, Ali Carter.
Well played to take that frame.
And cue the 8th frame. In Burns to break.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
That's an excellent opening red.
1. Seven.
Playing this with plenty of power.
8.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Tremendous potting.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
11.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
12.
Half a chance here. Magnificent pot.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
15.
Lots of power on this shot.
That's an excellent pot.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
16. Foul. Ali Carter, 16. Ian Burns, 6. 1. 6. 7. 14. Ian Burns, 14.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
1.
He's lining this up into the left centre pocket. That's a top shot. Well played.
He's cueing extremely well here.
7.
'Nicely positioned for the blue here.
8.
Playing this with a lot of power.
13.
He's looking at the pot into the left centre. Beautifully done.
Oh, wonderful shot.
14.
Really well played.
21.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
Not really the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue ball a little. Well, he's lost the cue ball a touch. Would have wanted that under better control, really.
29.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
No problem there.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
30.
He's playing the pot here. Not sure why he played it like that.
35.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Magnificent pot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
36. $41.
He's taking on the pot along the cushion.
42.
Just this pink now. Nicely done.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
48. 49. 56.
This shot depends on perfect pace. He'll be conscious of not under-hitting the cue ball here. That's not a good result. It was a very tough shot, though.
Foul. Ali Carter, 56. Ian Burns, 5. Free ball.
Not the best shot, although it was a very testing position he found himself in.
Foul. Ian Burns, 4.
He needs good control over the pace of the white with this shot. Not what he intended, and to be honest, I'm not sure what his intention was.
Foul. Ian Burns, 4.
What a magnificent pot that is.
1.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
Seven.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Well, that's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy at all.
9.
This won't be easy.
Brilliant, brilliant pot.
12. 16.
Long pot, right up his street. Stroked in as smooth as you like.
21.
Playing this with a lot of power. That's a foul, but it doesn't matter.
Foul. Ali Carter, 21. Ian Burns, 7. Frame conceded. Frame, Ali Carter.
That is the frame.
Thank you, the 9th frame. Ali Carter to break.
Looking to play this with a lot of power. Really nice opening red.
One.
That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
8.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
Great pot.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
9.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Brilliant pot. Outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
And the cue ball has finished very nicely.
12.
Well, he's playing this into the left middle pocket.
13.
Good cueing required here. What striking. That was something else.
18.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
19.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
That's a fabulous pot.
He couldn't have played that any better.
25.
Lots of power on this shot.
$26.
This is tough.
That's a tremendous pot.
Excellent positional play there. Inch perfect.
28.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
$29. $36.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? And in it goes.
Great cueing.
37.
This requires a really good strike. He's on a real roll here. Great striking.
43.
Gently does it.
44.
This really is tricky.
In it goes.
Really impressive cueing.
50.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket. What a top shot that is.
Great cueing there.
51. $56.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. What a fabulous pot that is.
That could have finished a little better.
57.
Playing this with a lot of power.
I'm not sure what happened there.
$62.
Just the red required here.
Well played. That was made more difficult due to the rest being used.
63. $69.
Challenging pot along the cushion here. What a shot that is.
70.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on. Tremendous shot.
He's played that very well.
75. $76. $83.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
Ali Carter, 83. Frame conceded. Frame, Ali Carter.
And now the frame is his.
Thank you, the 10th frame. Ian Burns to break.
That's a foul. He'll be disappointed with that.
Foul and a miss. Ian Burns, 4. Touching ball.
He's tempted by this red. Tremendous pop. Brilliant.
1.
This is not easy.
He's missed it.
Ali Carter, 1. 1. 7. 8. 13. 14. Ian Burns, 14.
He'll be looking at the easiest escape route here.
I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
Foul and a miss. Ian Burns, 4. Free ball.
That's a poor shot, a really poor shot.
One. Six.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
Ian Burns, 6.
Now that's a poor shot.
One. Ian Burns, 1.
Tough shot coming up. The split looks good to me.
1.
Lots of power on this shot.
Excellent shot.
3. 4.
He's taking this yellow on. What a great shot that is!
Six.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Seven.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Oh, that's right out of the top drawer.
Nine. Ten.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
That's a great pot.
Fourteen. $15.
This isn't easy.
That's just brilliant. What a shot.
22. $23.
Playing this with a lot of power.
$30.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
$31.
This is a half chance. That's a brilliant pot.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
36.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
$37.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
$42.
He's going for it. What a pot!
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here? Well, that's left him a little awkward there.
50.
Just the colours remaining on the table now. Tremendous shot.
That's ended up more awkward than he would have wanted.
52.
If this goes in, that should be the frame.
$55.
Lots of power on this shot.
$59.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it. Another great long pot.
64.
Very tricky shot coming up. Excellent cueing.
70.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
What a clearance. Amazing.
77. Frame and match, Ali Carter.
That's the match in the bag.